Friends of Washington University, please welcome to the stage Lisa Rosencrans and Chancellor Martin. Please welcome to the podium, Lisa Rosencrans.
Good evening. My name is Lisa Rosencrans, and I serve as chair of the Washington University Alumni Board of Governors. On behalf of our board and the entire WashU Alumni Association, welcome to the university's annual Founders Day celebration. What a joy it is to celebrate this special university tradition in the company of so many members of our university community. We are so glad you are here. WashU's global community of alumni includes more than 150,000 highly accomplished individuals, many of whom stay closely connected to the university long after they leave campus. We on the Alumni Board of Governors are dedicated to fostering these connections by engaging alumni across the globe through meaningful events and programming. I want to extend my sincere and heartfelt thanks to all my fellow alumni for the many ways you remain engaged with and support WashU. Founders Day is an annual tradition that began in 1953, which marked the centennial of Washington University. Tonight, we have a special opportunity to honor the outstanding achievements of some of our most distinguished community members. Their ingenuity, service, and dedication to the university reflect the high standards of excellence, as well as the spirit of generosity that WashU instills in us all. Let us take a moment to congratulate the 2023 Founders Day honorees. Will our honorees please stand? Now, I'd like to introduce Andy Bursky, Chair of Washington University's Board of Trustees. Andy earned his bachelor's and master's degrees in economics and engineering from WashU. As a student, he served as an undergraduate representative on the Board of Trustees. He's the founder, chief executive officer, and chairman of Atlas Holdings, an industrial holding company based in Connecticut. Andy and his wife, Jane, who earned her bachelor's degree in French and education from WashU, are dedicated to advancing the university through their leadership and philanthropy. Please join me in welcoming Andy.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you, Lisa. And I think that's John Goodman in the back there, Chancellor. Yeah. We'll speak to him later. It's great to be here with all of you to celebrate Founders Day. On behalf of the university's trustees, I want to thank you for joining us for this special occasion. I'm particularly proud to address you this evening not only as our chair of the Board of Trustees, but also as a proud alum. In fact, the very first alumnus in our university's 170-year history to serve as board chair. Now it's my honor to introduce Chancellor Andrew D. Martin, the leader of our beloved university and also a proud alumnus who earned his doctorate in political science from WashU in 1998. Andrew came here as chancellor in July of 2018, the 15th chancellor of this university, and the wisdom of our selection has already made itself apparent. His chancellorship has begun during a tumultuous period in higher education. Andrew and his team adroitly managed through COVID, and we emerged in better condition than ever and far better than many of our peer institutions. He also has faced challenges of campus and community-wide tension and turmoil resulting from the externalities of these uniquely disrupted times. Most recently, Andrew and his team have been forced to address the community-wide impact from the October 7th terrorist attack on Israel and the broadening crisis in the Middle East. He has done so with moral clarity and straightforward communication, both of which seem to be sorely lacking in the Chancellor's office of many peer institutions. Chancellor Martin has proven himself to be not only strong and clear during times of peril, but also a visionary leader. His early stated objectives for elevating WashU's academic distinction, providing broader access to WashU's world-class educational experience, and deepening the university's partnerships in the St. Louis region have been translated into Here and Next, our strategic plan for WashU's next era of impact. I know we can continue to rely upon his strength, his bold vision for the university's future, and his devotion to academic freedom as we together, one WashU community, face the challenges and the opportunities that lie ahead. Please join me in welcoming Andrew Martin.
Thank you so much, Andy, for that introduction. I look forward each year to this celebration of the outstanding WashU alumni and faculty who carry forth the legacy of our founders. Before we introduce you to this evening's honorees, I would like to talk a little bit about debt. The debt we owe to our students and the debt that we hope to help them avoid. As you've almost certainly heard, we have doubled down on our commitment to making WashU an affordable option for talented students through Make Way, our student initiative. Too often, we see students from lower and middle-income families who are more than talented enough to join our educational community, but do not feel that they have the resources to do so. And because they're intelligent young people, they know better than to saddle their future selves with debt that would stand in the way of their other life goals, whether they want to pursue postgraduate study, a career in community service, or even highly personal dreams such as marriage, home ownership, and a family. WashU is proud that we have the support of our alumni, our trustees, and our donors in changing the way we approach financial aid so that we ensure that any student admitted to WashU can attend the university without the burden of loans that would hamper their future endeavors. We are grateful that we have the resources to make good on this commitment to our students. We consider our commitment to no loan financial aid an investment that will pay off in promoting educational equity and widening the circle of students who have access to a WashU education. When those students arrive, we want to show that our support for them is more than financial. To that end, we've made significant investments in career development services and health care for both mind and body. We're investing in their personal growth as responsible citizens as well. We know students on today's diverse college campuses can benefit from specialized instruction for how to have open, honest conversations with each other about difficult topics, especially in today's world. Last year, WashU developed its groundbreaking Dialogue Across Difference program to curate a culture where students learn how to talk through their differences in a meaningful way that leads to empathy, understanding, and mutual respect for diverse viewpoints. Effective leaders not only brook dissent, they welcome it as a way to find the best solution to the problem at hand. The ability to dialogue is an essential leadership skill that our students will need as they launch their lives and careers beyond our campus. Now, these programs and initiatives are not just buzzwords or branding. They are commitment to enhancing the educational experience of our students. By creating more opportunities for students to attain a WashU education and by providing them with relevant real-world leadership skills, we better prepare our students to become the exceptional alumni of the future, following in the footsteps of tonight's honorees. I am grateful for each of you here tonight and for the work that you have done to build WashU's reputation and legacy. Let me now turn the program back over to Lisa to present our Distinguished Faculty Awards.
And now it is my pleasure to begin the introductions of our Founders Day 2023 honorees, starting with the Distinguished Faculty Award. By and large, the faculty at WashU is what makes this institution the distinctive and state-of-the-art educational institution that it is. They are skilled scholars, dedicated educators, and innovative researchers who embody the university's values and advance its missions, all while training future generations of change makers. Tonight, we recognize two of our highly accomplished faculty members with the Distinguished Faculty Award. Recipients of this award conduct groundbreaking research, mentor and support scores of students, and generously offer their experience to help solve pressing societal challenges. Their influence extends across the WashU community and beyond to the world at large. You can find biographies for all of tonight's honorees in your program. I encourage you to read them at your leisure. We'll now turn to the big screens to see a short video about our first honoree before Chancellor Martin presents the award.
Dr. Eva Agard is dedicated to educating the next generation of physicians and physician scientists in a way that is changing the future of medicine. Eva is a visionary, and her impact goes far beyond WashU in that she is changing the landscape of medicine with each of our graduating classes that goes out into the world.
I got really interested in what made great doctors and how education could drive that consistently. And so I've been able to do that through a number of different ways, but the biggest has been through the revamping of the medical student curriculum, where we've really been able to focus learning, not just on the core principles of medicine, but also health equity. Why it is that certain populations have less access, have less ability to reap the benefits once they have access of the care that we can provide.
Eva is driven to build a culture that is diverse, inclusive, and equitable, both here at WashU and more broadly in the medical community. Every student and trainee that we send out into the world is a piece of Eva's legacy. There is no place like WashU when it comes to medical education in the 21st century, and that is in large part thanks to Dr. Eva Agard.
WashU for me is about collaboration. We hear that a lot here, and it's because it's really true. It's at the core of how we function. The combination of that collaboration is so core to what my job is like every day, and it's what brings me a lot of joy. For me, this award is a huge surprise. I feel incredibly honored to be awarded as a faculty member in this place of all places, which is filled with so many incredible physicians and researchers and leaders. So I'm pretty surprised and very deeply honored.
Please welcome to the stage Dr. Eva M. Agard.
Eva, in recognition of your exceptional leadership in developing the new Gateway curriculum at the Washington University School of Medicine, your pioneering work to advance medical education nationally and internationally, and your outstanding dedication to faculty mentorship, it's my honor to present you with the Distinguished Faculty Award.
John is an incredible illustrator. He's drawn since he was a child. He's taken that talent and he's turned it into something really amazing. He's not only facile, but he's a great storyteller. You know, he's able to tell complex stories to different audiences. He's a communicator. His person, just his sense of enthusiasm to everything about life, he brings a sense of joy and optimism, and he carries that into his professional work and as an illustrator and in his teaching.
I love teaching. I love my students. The kind of stuff that really, wakes me up in the morning is the idea of inspiring young people to make art and to find the truest expression of their voice. That comes in a lot of forms. That can come in making comics and writing stories, but it can also come in the form of relationship and creating real community. I tell stories for young people. I try to make usable histories for people. I'm often focusing on biographies, stories where people's either moral beliefs or Christian faith intersect with a heightened moment in their life where they had to choose, where the very principles that they believed were tested.
I just think we're so lucky to have John Hendricks here at Washington University in St. Louis to lead this endeavor. His legacy, I think, will really be establishing the new MFA in illustration and visual culture because of its uniqueness, because we're recruiting students from all over the country and all over the world. It'll always be tied to his starting that program, founding that program.
Several colleagues of mine, Douglas Dowd, Heather Corcoran, we all put our heads together and came up with this program, MFA, Illustration and Visual Culture. And really, it's been the realization of 10 or 15 years of what we've been teaching in the undergraduate level and bringing that into the graduate space. Dean Carmen Colangelo, from the moment we suggested this to him, was incredibly supportive and gave us tons of resources. The cool thing is that now St. Louis has kind of become a little hub for comics, cartoons, visual culture study, and I hope that continues for many years. I don't teach for the awards. I teach because I love my students. I am inspired by them. In many ways, I wish I could make the stuff that they make. So it's an honor to teach at Washington University, and thank you for this award.
Please welcome to the stage John Hendricks.
John, in recognition of your innovative use of illustration to explore history and compelling new ideas, your cultivation of a vibrant WashU community centered around drawing and illustration, and your prolific and critically acclaimed artistic career, it's my honor to present you with the Distinguished Faculty Award.
Please welcome to the stage Dennis Barber.
Good evening. My name is Dennis Barber, and I am a professor in the McKelvey School of Engineering and chair of the Faculty Senate Council. Tonight, we are recognizing recent recipients of the Arthur Holly Compton Faculty Achievement Award and the Carl and Gertie Corey Faculty Achievement Award. These honors are among the highest forms of recognition for our faculty members. Each year, our faculty nominate their peers for these awards, Then the Faculty Achievement Awards Advisory Committee makes recommendations to the Chancellor, who selects the most deserving recipients. These individuals are exemplary scholars, teachers, and mentors who set a high standard for their colleagues across the university. Presented to faculty from the 8 schools on the Danforth campus, the Arthur Holly Compton Faculty Achievement Award is named for Washington University's first Nobel laureate and 9th chancellor. Please turn your attention to the screens to learn about the recipient of the Arthur Holly Compton Faculty Achievement Award.
Lori's basis for leadership really comes from extreme competence, understanding people really well, and then really uniquely understanding the context in which we operate. So when she thinks about what we should do and why we should do it, it's really with an understanding of how to advance our overall mission, the mission of her faculty, the mission of the department, because of that awareness that she has.
I was a classically trained mechanical engineer, all primed to work in the aerospace industry. I found a mentor who had been an aerospace engineer and who had pivoted in his work to work in the design of mechanical constructs like prosthetic joints. I'm motivated in my work at Washington University because the faculty and the staff are all aligned with an interest to support our students. And when you wake up every day with the mission to train tomorrow's leaders, it's very easy to be motivated in the work that you do. So in my work, I've studied fluid-solid interactions in musculoskeletal tissues and figured out the signals that produce stress. And we've engineered artificial materials in order to replicate healthy loading conditions.
But I think what really drives her is the ability to improve the human condition. Her work can very soon, almost immediately, be considered in terms of how it can improve people's lives. And I know she takes deep satisfaction in that being sort of the mission of her laboratory.
I'm delighted to receive this award. I see it as an award that reflects the contributions of all in biomedical engineering. And I love that it brings visibility of biomedical engineers to the entire campus at Washington University.
Please welcome to the stage Dr. Lori Seton.
Lori, in recognition of your path-breaking interdisciplinary research, your tireless efforts to build a pipeline of talented young engineers at WashU, and your recognized leadership within the broader field of engineering across the country, I'm so honored to present you with the Arthur Holly Compton Faculty Achievement Award. Congratulations.
The Carl and Gertie Corey Faculty Achievement Award is granted to our most distinguished faculty on the medical campus. This award is named for the pioneering couple who became the university's 5th and 6th Nobel laureates. Please turn your attention to the screens to learn more about the recipient of the Carl and Gertie Corey Faculty Achievement Award.
Bill is like the Energizer Bunny. He keeps on going. He's the kind of faculty member who you can give more and more and more jobs to, and he just executes at every stage and does better and better as he ages. Kind of like a fine wine.
Most of my academic career has been focused on issues related to clinical and translational research in people who have HIV infection. The whole concept around translational science is this concept of bringing research from the bench, from the lab, to the bedside. So part of what we do is provide that infrastructure, provide those opportunities to train the next generation of people, but also provide resources to researchers who might not have done a lot of clinical work In the early days, we were really focused on finding treatments. The big issue is making sure people can get access to those treatments. It's one thing to discover a new drug or discover a new treatment for something, but if people can't afford it or they can't have access to it, then the benefit is limited.
Bill, I think, has always been dedicated to caring for the underserved and also for doing research to improve human health. So as a very early faculty member, he was involved in the AIDS clinical trials unit. At the height of the AIDS epidemic, Bill was on the front lines building the clinical programs here for HIV patients and making sure that the research was accelerated in ways that actually translated to patient care very quickly.
One aspect of the new School of Public Health that I think will be important reflects the recent commitment the university has, which is its commitment to St. Louis. There's no doubt we face considerable challenges in our own community. I think the reward it's a great honor, but it's really a reflection of all of the people that I have been privileged to work with. I think the true legacy of an academic are the people they've worked with, the people they've trained. And I've been privileged to work with really tremendous colleagues, wonderful trainees who've become leaders in their own right. And I think that an award such as this really reflects that aspect of your career more than anything else.
Please welcome to the stage Dr. Bill Powderly.
Bill, in recognition of your gifts as an administrator and educator, your pioneering scholarship around HIV-related health issues, and your leadership in translating medical research at WashU to the bedside and beyond, I'm honored to present you with the Carl and Gertie Corey Faculty Achievement Award. Congratulations.
Washington University strives to create service-minded leaders who apply the skills and knowledge they gain on our campuses to make the world a better place. The diverse and widespread accomplishments of our alumni reflect these values of leadership and service. Around the globe, our graduates make tremendous contributions to society. Tonight, we recognize 5 outstanding alumni for their professional achievements, civic contributions, and dedication to their alma mater by presenting them with the Alumni Association's highest honor. These individuals truly are making a difference in the world, and we are incredibly proud of their affiliation with WashU. Please turn your attention to the big screens to learn about each of our honorees.
George is one of the most amazing people I know, a person who has had tremendous success in his life and his career, but also a person who really projects and lives a set of values which I think are quite admirable. George, I think, is a leader in the true sense of the concept, which means it's not because of a position he holds or some type of role he's in. George is a person who is a leader because of how he inspires and brings out the best in others.
I grew up on a farm in the foothills of the Ozark Mountains, about 75 miles south of Washington University. I went to a one-room schoolhouse, as a matter of fact. But one day my mother was reading the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, and there was an advertisement for a National Merit Scholarship. There was an area that said, how will you pay for incidentals? I said I would sell 1 cow a year. So that seemed to catch her attention, and I got the scholarship. And it changed my life. My time at Washington University was fantastic. I was able to go to one of the really great schools in the country. I went into the service, thought I'd like to teach, went back to the engineering school, and at that point, Washington University got its first IBM computer. Taught myself to program. And so I went down to the IBM office in St. Louis, and as I was leaving, they said, "What are you going to do?" And I said, "Well, I've got an offer from General Electric, but I'll probably go on with a further degree." They said, "How would you like to work for IBM?" My time at WashU and my subsequent time at IBM in St. Louis turned out to be a really great experience for me.
George would be deserving of this award for many reasons. Certainly could deserve it for the achievements and impacts he's had in his professional career. So in fact, George has not one, but two amazingly successful careers and is actually still going. He could also deserve it for the impact he's had on Washington University, for St. Louis, for Norwalk, Connecticut, and many other places.
It's important that we develop leaders at Washington University with character and with expertise. That's one of the things that we've invested in at Washington University, both in the Infor Scholar program as well as in the Old Business School, to help young people develop those skills. I feel deeply indebted. It's hard to imagine what I would have done or been had it not been for Washington University. It's that important to me.
Please welcome to the stage George Bauer.
George, in recognition of your remarkable professional accomplishments in business, your commitment to cultivating future generations of principled business leaders, and your generous philanthropic investment in WashU students, faculty, and facilities, it's my honor to present you with the Distinguished Alumni Award.
Andy Chan is the epitome of a graduate of the WashU MD PhD program. He is brilliant, determined, and humble. His research is incredible, and he is committed to using it to improve health around the world.
So I've been at Genentech for about over 20 years. I began as the Senior Director of Immunology Discovery, and over the last 20-some years or so, I've grown in my role to be overseeing biological research. I feel very privileged to be able to pursue the most cutting-edge science and being able to translate those basic science discoveries into new transformative therapies. WashU imparted upon me the importance of integrating basic science and medicine, and by understanding the basic scientific causes of disease, we can make better therapies and result in better patient care.
Andy has always been at the forefront of medical science, and he has always understood the importance of basic science to the advancement of medical care. If you're running an academic medical center, you want Andy in your corner because you know that he gets what you are trying to do and why it's so critical.
The training that I had at WashU was extremely important. These include the rigor of the science, the commitment that one has to undertake to be able to pursue such a challenging task, and understanding what a patient's journey is. Washington University is home for Mary and me. When we went back from our postdoctoral training, we knew it was the right place for us to start our own careers. And even today, when I go back to Washington University, it is great to see the collegial atmosphere. I'm truly humbled and honored to receive this award. I receive great joy and appreciation for supporting the university, the students, and its faculty.
Please welcome to the stage Dr. Andrew Chi Woon Chin.
Andy, in recognition of your profound accomplishments to advance drug discovery for life-threatening diseases, your dedicated mentorship to up-and-coming physician scientists, and your leadership in the field of precision medicine, it's my honor to present you with the Distinguished Alumni Award.
Andrea and I met a long time ago. It's too long ago to delineate because we've been friends for decades. People follow Andrea just by instinct because she's always right. She's both moral and ethical, but she also knows, and she's not afraid to make a decision. She's not afraid to state her opinion. She's not afraid.
Washington University gave me an excellent education, and it was a wonderful, supportive, nurturing place. It was very flexible. You could take courses in any area. It didn't matter what school you were in. And I think that they made me a more informed individual and hopefully a better, more well-rounded individual. A scholarship provides you with opportunity. It is the gateway to education. Education is the opportunity to learn and develop and grow. We have to continue to support the university, and scholarships are a very key way of doing that.
Andrea is receiving this award because she is a dedicated supporter of WashU. She gives of herself, her time, and her resources to support this place, and she is dedicated to its mission of educating on a fundamental basis.
My husband Sandy and I are just hopeful that we can give as much as we possibly can for such a good cause and to give back because we had those opportunities, and we want everyone who's qualified to have the same opportunity that we had. Washington University means, really in a very special way, home. The award means a great deal to me. I'm very honored and very touched by it. The university is a wonderful institution, and I'm just very glad that I continue to have the opportunity to give back and to work with such a wonderful institution.
Please welcome to the stage Andrea Grant.
Andrea, in recognition of your distinguished career as an attorney specializing in energy law, your impact on national legislation and policy, and your active service and generous philanthropy to Washington University, it's my honor to present you with the Distinguished Alumni Award.
The way I think about Nina Lee today is an inspirational leader who sets examples, who finds the opportunity in every adversity, who knows how to build a future. Starting from a very humble beginning of a brand management intern at Nestle Purina Pet Care, she continued to rise up, becoming a chief marketing officer, president, and now CEO.
Choosing Washington University was really serendipitous for me because what I didn't realize at the time was the foundation it was going to lay for me in my career here at Purina. And it taught me so many things that I wouldn't have known otherwise. And it really laid the foundation for lifelong learning. It's been an institution that I've been able to go back to and take classes and have professors come here and help us. It also really taught me the importance of asking really good questions. I don't, as a CEO, need to know everything, but what I do need to do is hire passionate, successful people who know their subjects better than anybody else, and then trust them. So my proudest moment at Purina in North America is really moments. I have had the opportunity and the privilege to be on so many fantastic teams and so many projects that have shaped where Purina is today. We've hit some amazing goals that sometimes we didn't think were possible. So quite frankly, I have to say all of them.
Tina Lee does not know geographical boundaries. In her leadership, she is focused on bringing happiness in every part of the world by serving the best friends of human. She knows how to find opportunity and she knows how to build on that opportunity. As much as I was able to teach Nina Lee, she taught me through her inquiries. Why can't we do better in that case study, in that problem? That's how I know her.
Receiving the Distinguished Alumni Award is truly humbling. To be honored by an institution that I have so much respect for is something that I'll cherish forever.
Please welcome to the stage Nina Lee Kruger.
Nina, in recognition of your extensive achievements as a business leader, your generous contributions of time and talent to prepare the next generation of Olin alumni, and your influential civic involvement in St. Louis, I'm really proud to present you with the Distinguished Alumni Award.
Well, I met Harry actually at Washington University on campus at a seminar series that was being hosted by the Black Alumni Council. He had invited me to come in and make a few comments, and quite frankly, I was as excited to be at the session and reconnect with alum as I was to get to meet Harry. And I have to tell you quite honestly, at this point, I consider him a close friend, and perhaps more important, I'm a huge Harry Maupin fan.
Well, Washington University has helped me succeed professionally and personally through perseverance and continue to look at struggles because I was there at a different time. So it's really helped me going forward in my career. Change doesn't happen if you don't get it from the top and any support. And people don't really accept that going forward, we live in a different world than we used to. So you have to make changes in order to succeed. Growing up, my parents told us, my brother and me, to give back to the community. So as a result, over the years, I've been on several not-for-profit boards. And I see how important that is for you to just participate in things that help the community at large.
The thing that I notice most about Harry is he is a people person. He is the type of individual that connects easily with other people. And I frankly admired the relationship that he has maintained and cultivated with alum. But Harry's got that ability to make people feel comfortable, to draw people to a common mission and a common goal.
I look at the things that we've done, not just for alums, but for the students. And to continue to see how the students have progressed over the years and what they're doing is very beneficial. And I mean, to me, that's what we're about. My legacy would be to make sure people know that I was doing stuff, not for me or to get recognition, but to make sure I've left an impact on society.
Please welcome to the stage Harry Maupins, Jr.
Harry, in recognition of your civic leadership and passionate commitment to the betterment of the St. Louis region, your indispensable contributions toward cultivating a culture of inclusive excellence at WashU, and your trusted partnership in meeting the needs of Black students and alumni, I'm honored to present you with the Distinguished Alumni Award.
Please welcome back to the stage Andy Bursky.
Finally, we will close this evening's ceremony with a presentation of the Robert S. Brookings Award. The Brookings Award is named after an exceptionally generous individual who played an essential role in the development of Washington University. After establishing himself as a successful business leader, he invested much of his personal fortune into the university and served as president of the WashU board from 1895 to 1928. He spearheaded, wow. Forget about it. He spearheaded efforts to secure funds for the land where the Danforth campus is now located, and he helped establish the medical school as one of the world's finest. Robert S. Brookings laid the foundation for the university as we know it today. Robert Brookings is emblematic of a long history of extraordinary business leaders of this community who have devoted their time and treasure to advance our institution. Tonight, the award is presented to a couple who carry on this powerful legacy. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I am very pleased to present the Robert S. Brookings Award to Peggy and Andy Newman. Please turn to the screens and learn more about the Newmans.
Andy and Peggy Newman are two of Washington University's most treasured friends, and their legacy of service to our institution and to the broader St. Louis community demonstrates their deeply held values and their advocacy for education, for youth in our community, and for science and the environment.
Philanthropy, I think, isn't really a choice, but in my opinion, it's a moral imperative. If you're fortunate to have resources, using them to improve the lives of others is required. The choice is really where to apply these resources. WashU checks all the boxes, and in addition is the primary economic engine of this community. So we're just honored to be a part of the group that helps support the university and all it does.
I feel it's important to give back to Washington University because of what Washington University gave me. I would not have been able to afford to attend Washington University had I not been awarded scholarships. I feel it important to pay forward what it has done for me.
They, of course, have supported this Center for Genome Sciences and Systems Biology where we're at. It's a reflection of Andy's deep curiosity and trying to envision ways in which talented young people can come together and understand the origins of diseases. And I think that back and forth, the challenging of people to think creatively, is part of a community effort to be able to overcome challenges that are really substantial.
Andy and Peggy inspire me and so many others as we work toward a better St. Louis and a future of increased human and planetary health. They deeply value the role of our university in these pursuits, and their involvement moves us closer to our goals. We are incredibly grateful for all they do for WashU and for St. Louis, and we're proud to call them alumni and friends.
Well, it's very meaningful for us to receive this award because it makes me feel like, in our small little way, we are making a difference.
Please welcome to the stage Peggy and Andy Newman.
Peggy and Andy, in recognition of your long-standing support and extraordinary commitment to advancing Washington University, it's my honor to present you with the Robert S. Brookings Award. Through your generous philanthropic investment, particularly in the School of Medicine and university libraries, you have helped strengthen the university's role in our community and in our world. Andy, you've been a vital volunteer leader, serving on the Board of Trustees, the Arts and Sciences and School of Medicine National Councils, and the COVID-19 Research Task Force, among many other commitments. And Peggy, you have conferred distinction on your alma mater through your achievements as a leader of 2 charitable foundations and through your involvement in St. Louis civic affairs. Together, you and your family have built a lasting legacy at WashU. Your aspirations for the university have helped us become an institution that truly addresses society's most pressing challenges while providing students with a world-class educational experience. Congratulations to both of you.
We are humbled and honored and really appreciate getting this award from this amazing institution.
Thank you very much, and dinner is almost served.
You are correct, Andy. We are so fortunate to have this opportunity to celebrate the accomplishments of our distinguished alumni and faculty members. WashU owes its stellar reputation to those who work and teach here, and also to those whom we educate and who go out and make us proud with their success. The world is a place of both rapid change and significant conflict. WashU works hard to arm our students not only with the knowledge and the skills that they will need today, but with the determination, creativity, and flexibility that they will need to face tomorrow's great challenges head on. Now more than ever, we need to best prepare the next generation to tackle the profound problems before us. The alumni who are honored here tonight are role models who have leveraged what they learned at WashU to improve their communities, to become leaders in their chosen career fields, and to give back to the university. Key to our students' success is the expertise of our faculty, and we are honored to have some of the best and brightest with us tonight as well. Our faculty members are always breaking ground in their fields, striving to better understand and address the problems of our world in order to provide a strong educational base for the next generation of researchers, physicians, artists, scientists, and educators. As we bring this Founders Day celebration to a close, I hope we all find a new inspiration in what these award winners have achieved. WashU has earned an impressive legacy because of the incredible people who work and learn here. We thank you for your contributions to this university and to the world at large. And so on that note, it's time for the true celebration to begin. Please join us in the midway for dinner, music, and conversation with your esteemed friends and colleagues. Thank you all so much for being with us this evening. All right.